Hey friends, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be doing another makeup tutorial. This one is a fall glowy glam, okay? First, get into the nails. I just had to show you the nails. I'm truly in the fall vibes. Actually, my next video is a nail tutorial. Not these ones, but I have, if you should have saw this one already, but if you didn't, I'll go ahead and tag it, but the next one is also fall inspired. All right, let's get into this tutorial. Right now, I'm just prepping the skin, baby. You see me putting on my serums and my moisturizers. I do have seborrheic dermatitis, so that means around this time of year, girl, I get even more dry and scaly and just flaky, okay? So I need to make sure that my skin prep is A1 before I put on my makeup. So, by the way, this Beekman 1802 milk oil, girl, the milk drops, the oil specifically. If you are a dry face baddie like me, you definitely need them, okay? Of course, I'm gonna have everything linked down in the description below, so you know I got you, girl. This is my first time using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, and I like this because it's like a mousse texture, meaning it's not too wet, it's not really dry, it's honestly just right. I was missing that fluffy 2016 type of brow, so I really went in with this product and then I just sculpted them out. I know it looks scary, okay? But just follow me, trust the process, okay, girl? Just trust the process. I ended up carving the brows out with Rim Beauty's concealer. It's one of their pot concealers. I really like these concealers. I don't know why I wasn't picking them up before. Probably because I have too much makeup, girl, and I can barely keep up. But nonetheless, that's what I use to clean up the brows. I'm going in with this brush that I typically would not use. But during this time I filmed this, listen, when I tell you all of my brushes need to be clean, all of the brushes needed to be clean. So I was just using what I got to get what I was trying to get. So I'm using this brush to carve out my brows. It actually did a pretty good job. And I then went in on the other side and just used that side to blend in that concealer, almost using it as a base for the eyeshadow look that I was gonna do. And so you already know, whatever I did to this brow, I did to the other brow. I then went in with the fluffy side that I used to blend in the concealer. I brushed over my brows just to lighten them just a bit, just to give them that natural gradient effect. I went in with my NYX concealer, or not concealer, excuse me. This is the color corrector. The consistency is everything. I absolutely love these color correctors. The foundation I used was the About Face. I'll make sure that I have the shade linked in the description. I can't think of it offhand. But as you can see, it's extremely warm, but we neutralized it with our concealer. So don't fret, girl. I will say, if you are a dry face baddie, this foundation is really good, because I don't know why, but it keeps my skin like very hydrated, maybe even some would say oily. But for me, being a dry face girl, it works, okay? I don't look like a oily crazy person or anything like that, but it does keep my skin from drying out, opposed to like a mattifying foundation. So I really like it, and the coverage is crazy. The concealer that I went in with is the Tarte Creaseless or Creamy Concealer, something like that. I really like this concealer. This one was the one that was formulated by a black makeup artist. So they teamed up with a black makeup artist to create this formula. And I have to say, I love how neutral this shade is. I believe it's 47S, and it's just so good. And I really do like this concealer. And when they say creaseless, listen, they mean it, okay? This has definitely become like the top 3 concealers that I've been using. Typically, I would have gone in with a puff, but I ended up going in with a brush instead, just because honestly, that's what was nearby. But I love going in with like a dry, or maybe like one little spray of setting spray on a puff. Gets the job done when it comes to blending in that concealer. I'm going in with the LYS contour stick, or it might be a bronzing stick. I can't remember, but I use it to contour. It's so creamy. It's so easy to blend. I really like this shade too. I put a little bit on the brush, a little bit of the product on the brush, and then I carved out my nose as well. And I'm brushing that all the way up into my brow bone and into the crease, just blending that out. And then I like to go back in with that concealer brush just to, you know, diffuse any harsh lines on the side of my nose. This blush is from Dibs Beauty. Again, I'll have the exact shade listed in the description below. This is my first time using a product from Dibs Beauty, and I have to say this like terracotta blush, this corally blush definitely did something for me, because I am all about the coral tones, the terracotta tones when it comes to blushes. That's my favorite color palette for blush, for me at least, and this one definitely did not disappoint. And then I went in with a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer just to brighten the center of my eyes. Not the center, the inner corners of my eyes. The setting powder that I'm using is tried and true Laura Mercier translucent powder. Tarte also has a good setting powder as well. Look, not me over here loving on Tarte like this, but listen, the girls came correct. All right, now I'm going in with the artist pencils. These are from Makeup Forever, so good. I'm using a total of 3 in this video. This one is Limitless Brown. This is just the regular one. And I'm using this all over my lid. And then I also take it underneath my eye. So right in that lower lash line, or right underneath the lower lash line. I blend both the top and the bottom out with a brush. You can use your finger if you'd like, just to diffuse it, but I just found it to be a bit easier with the brush, which is also really nice because they're pencils. So blending them out with a brush says a lot about this product. I then go in with the Makeup Forever. I believe this is the Anywhere Caffeine palette or Anywhere Coffee palette. I can't remember the name, but of course I'm gonna have it linked below. I'm using that brown shade and I'm just going on top, and then I'm just going over top the pencil just to give it a little bit more depth and also to mattify it. Even though this is a glossy eye tutorial, I wanted more of that true brown shade from that eyeshadow before I went in with the gloss. And then whatever I do to the top, I'm gonna do to the bottom as well. So going in with that pencil, and then I put that, I believe, in the waterline as well and on the lower lash line. And then I sweep that out with a little pencil brush. Going in with the gloss. This is the lip gloss from MAC, just the clear one. And I am going in with a brush just to, one, my nails just wouldn't let me be great the first time I did this look. This was my second time filming this in one day, you guys. I did one for Instagram, but I was like, hey, this could be a Vlogtober video. So I ended up wiping it all off and doing it again later that evening. But the first time I did it, I tried to do it with my fingers and my nails just would not let me be great. So I feel like you have more control over the gloss with the brush as well. You don't need a lot, you just need a little bit, girl. And just use that brush to diffuse that gloss on top. Top it off with mascara. You could do lashes, but I felt like the gloss needed to be the star of the show. I didn't want to do any lashes or anything that would, you know, take over the eye. And that is pretty much it for the eyes, y'all. I also put mascara on the bottom lash line too. Going in with the Juvia's Place bronzer just to deepen the contour just a little bit, bronze up the face, warm it up just a tinge, And I'm doing the same thing on my nose as well with the powder and just an eyeshadow brush. Now, Anywhere Caffeine is going to go in the center of the lips, and then the Limitless Brown is what I'm using to line my lips. So Yes, I use Limitless Brown on my eyes and I used it on my lips. Now the difference is this is the extreme one. I don't even think you're supposed to use this on your eyes. So one, that's the reason why I didn't use it on my eyes. But also I used it because it is super, like when I tell you it's not gonna go nowhere, it's not going to go anywhere. So this is the type of liner you need, girl. If you're about to be outside, you're going to dinner, you're gonna be talking, you're gonna be at events, you don't wanna touch up your lips too much, girl, get that liner. And then the inside, I also used the extreme. That was the Anywhere Caffeine right in the center, giving me this perfect nudie lip. And I topped everything with Rim Beauty's Hocus Cocoa lip gloss, which is this caramely brown. And that is the look, friends. I don't know about y'all, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this lip combo and this eye. Like, come on, get into it. And I'm so glad that I didn't add lashes because I just think it's just the perfect, just sultry fall vibe. And I mean, get into it. Y'all see it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.